Hi, friends. Miss Morrison. All right. Today's the day we're going to read our book again. So, we are talking about the what? The moon. Yes. And this is the what? Front of the book. This is the back of the book. All right, so we've been talking about the moon, and the book is a informational, so that means you're going to learn something about the moon. And we've already learned what? What did you learn? Tell mama one thing that you've learned. You learned about the color. The color is gray. We learned about, is it big or small? It's bigger or smaller than Earth? Smaller. We learned about, does the Earth have air? No. Can we live on Earth? I mean, can we live on the moon? No, we can't live on the moon, but we can live on Earth. So today I'm going to show you guys a video to see, give you just a little bit more information so you can learn more about the moon. All right, I'm going to share my screen. It's just a little video. All right, here we go. It's a song too.
On the moon, Earth's natural satellite. I rotate the same speed as the Earth, and I'm a natural source of light. On the moon, my appearance is gray and white. You only see one half of my surface, whether it's day or night. It's believed I was created 4.5 billion years ago. When a Mars-sized body collided with Earth, their debris formed me real slow. Meteors, asteroids, and comets struck my surface for a billion years. Due to the fact that they don't burn up in my thin atmosphere. If you wonder what a moon is, it's a natural satellite. One that orbits a single planet. The planet orbits a star so bright. Scientific observations were first made in 1610 by Galileo Galilei, the astronomer Italian. On the moon, Earth's natural satellite. I rotate the same speed as the Earth, and I'm a natural source of light. On the moon, my appearance is gray and white. You only see one half of my surface, whether it's day or night. When the Earth spins on its axis, ocean levels stay the same, and the moon's gravitational pull creates the tides that we see change. 238,900 miles from the Earth is the distance measured when the first spaceship landed on my turf. The reason you see one half of my surface all the time is because my rotation's the same speed as the Earth taught in this rhyme. It takes 27 Earth days for me to rotate once around. There is no air on my surface, so you won't hear any sound. On the moon, Earth's natural satellite. I rotate the same speed as the Earth, and I'm a natural source of light. On the moon, my appearance is gray and white. You only see one half of my surface, whether it's day or night.
All right. Okay, I'm back. So it was just telling us interesting facts about the moon and about how the moon is a satellite. And I know you've heard some words that you might have not known. So we want to talk about different objects. I know you heard the word objects. Objects are just things. So they said that objects ran into or hit the moon to make those holes. Remember we talked about those holes, and they're called craters. craters are just big holes from things hitting up against the moon. So we can have craters here on Earth too. It doesn't matter. It's just that they are called craters when something hits them and makes the hole. So we talked about craters and then satellites. So the way you can see it is these are all the planets in our universe or Milky Way. And it is a satellite. So the planets have moons of their own. So Earth has its own moon. And all of the other planets have their own moon too. So it's just a satellite. And a satellite is just an object that's in outer space that moves around a bigger. So the moon is the satellite that moves around the Earth. It's a little confusing, but I'll help you understand it. And then we have astronaut. Everybody knows what an astronaut is, right? Astronaut is the person who wears the outer space suit and goes in outer space and learns about it. So they're like the teacher for the universe or outer space. They're just called astronauts instead of a teacher. So we have crater, which is a big hole. We have the moon is a satellite, which is basically an object that goes around a small object that goes around a big object. And then we have astronauts. And an astronaut is just a person that studies space. All right, so we'll read our book again today. The moon. The moon is the brightest object in the night sky. It reflects the sun. And remember, reflects means that it's just gonna shine back. So the moon uses the sun's light, and that's how it reflects or uses the sun's light. So we can see it. The moon seems to change shape during the month. The moon can look round like a circle. It can look narrow like a banana. And remember, narrow just means a different way to say small or slender, or like Miss Morrison said at first, a sliver or a slice just means tiny piece, or you can see a tiny part. The moon and the earth. The moon is the Earth's satellite. It moves around Earth once each month. The same side of the moon always faces Earth. So we'll never see this side of the moon. We'll always see this side. It'll never change. Like you'll always see my face. You won't never see my back of my head. You'll always see my face. The moon shines brightly at night. It looks lighter in the day. So we know sometimes we're like, oh, I see the moon. It's just during the day you're able to see it. It's just transparent or looks really see-through. The moon is much smaller than Earth. If Earth were a tennis ball, the moon would be the size of a marble. That means that, remember, we said that the moon is way smaller than Earth. The moon's surface. Gray dust and rocks cover the moon. The moon's surface is rough. Remember, rough is like bumpy, where soft is like a cotton ball, or rough can be like sandpaper or sand. Craters make the moon's surface bumpy. These holes formed when objects hit the moon. So we don't know what hit the moon, but that's why they say objects. So object could be anything. It could be a pencil, or a marker, but that type of stuff really wouldn't be in the universe or really wouldn't be in space. So it has to be rocks or crate or any type of, I don't even, it could be even spaceship parts. So we don't know because we don't live there. But yep, craters, remember they are big holes. And we can have them on Earth too. The moon is not like Earth. The moon has no air or water. The sky is always black. So the sky is always black. Where here, the sky is always what? Blue during the day and when? Black at night. So yes, but you can see the what? The shining stars. Yes, good job. Exploring the moon. Astronauts have landed on the moon 6 times. They gathered rocks and soil to study. So when you go to the moon, when they went to the moon, they gathered things so they could continue to learn. And remember, astronauts are just scientists for space. So they went there to learn and figure out what other things, what else happens on the moon. And that's different so that we know that what? There's no what again on the moon? There's no air or what? What do we have to drink every day? We have to drink it every day to be nice and healthy. Water. There's no water or air. So yeah, we couldn't even plant or grow anything. But what could we remember? Told you I want to see what we could build. And tomorrow I'm going to kind of talk about some different stuff that we could build or maybe what could live on the moon. Is there other things that could live on the moon? Maybe just not, maybe we can't, but maybe there's other things that could live on the moon. All right, friends. Well, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.